Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to look at all the Season 2 tier set models that were data mined for the War Within patch 11.1 for the Liberation of Undermine raid, and some of these things look absolutely insane, and some of them, well, they're kind of questionable. First up, we have the Death Knight set, and I gotta say, this set fucks. I really like the detail of the bone. I love the color of the blue and the dark gray going on. The belt looks really nice, and the fringes, as you'll see on all of them, look absolutely amazing. So we have the blue and dark gray one. We have a green and brown one, which I don't mind at all, actually. I'm not really a fan of these kinds of like earthy tones, but it just works with this. Then we have this lighter red and black one. I think the best one out of all of them is the black on red, which this one goes like dummy hard. And then I'll show you the PvP ones. You have a more turquoise and black, as well as the purple. The next set we have is the Demon Hunter, and this one, I don't know if I like it or hate it. This one actually is not too bad, but I'm a little bit biased because I do like the color purple quite a bit. But I do like these shoulders that have sort of like the fire, the molten fire type of vibe on it, so that's kind of cool. And then as for the PvP stuff, they have a green version and then a full-on purple version. I don't know, kind of indifferent about this one. Don't hate it, don't love it. I'm just very neutral with it. Next up, we have the Druid set, and this one I actually kind of like. The shoulders really speak to me. I really like these, and I really like the detail on the belt. It looks pretty cool. It's very thematic for Druid. And we have this one here, which is a more orange. And then lastly, we have a more light blue with some green overtones, and it looks really good. I actually like this one a lot. Then we have the PvP, which is full purple, and you have your more traditional yellow and brown earthy tone color one. Next, we have Evoker. I don't really play too much Evoker. I did make one that I'm going to try and level and see if which spec that I like the most. Do like the color scheme of this one. I just don't think I'm a big fan of the helm. The cloth and the metal kind of just clash for me personally. Then you have a very classic gold and red, which doesn't look too bad. Then you have your more earthy one, which is your browns and your golds and your whites. And the last one for PvE, you have a darker gold with a darker red and some black highlights and tints. Additionally, they've added shoulder and belt armor for the dragon form, so you can have a more light gold one, a dark gold one. You have your gray and purple, and another just straight up kind of gold one. And for PvP, you have your purple one and a green one as well. Then adding to the dragon form for the PvP, you get more of a turquoise color and a green color for the dragon form. Next in line is the Hunter set. I don't really know what to think of this one because when I see it, I don't really think Hunter, but I gotta say that the shoulders and the belt really do it for me. I really like the skull, the purple, everything looks just kind of cool in that regard. I'm not crazy about the helm, but yeah, the rest of it's kind of cool. So we have a purple version, we have a darker purple version, which I think this one I like a little bit more than the previous one. You have your red version, and then you have a darker one with more glowing elements on the shoulder and I guess on the headpiece it looks like. So pretty cool. And then for PvE, you have a golden purple version with glowing elements, and then you have a tinted purple with just silver all around. Here we have the mage, and this one looks kind of cool actually. Now, I'm not usually a fan of putting helms on my characters, but this one I would consider wearing. I really like this design, and to me it feels very Phoenix inspired, and that just so happens to be one of my favorite mythical creatures, so I'm already on board with this set. Also, looking at the cape, it looks almost as if it was painted with watercolors, and the way that the style seems to carry over into the bottom of the robe just really makes this a nice tier set. I really love little details like that. So let's look at the other colors. It seems that this one is a bit of a frost inspired look, which is neat, and then we have a red and black version of this that looks insanely cool actually. Lastly, for the PvE sets, we have this more saturated blue and purple kind of color scheme going on, and actually it's not that bad. For PvP, you have your full-on purple and black and a green one. So we arrive to Monk, and I honestly don't know what to say about this one. When I saw it, it just kind of feels all over the place. It feels like it's trying to do too many things, but hey, I guess if you wanted to be an anime character, you got your transmog for it. Not a huge fan of this one, so let's just go quickly through the colors. Yeah, the red and the blue don't really do it much more justice. This one just looks absolutely silly. And yeah, the blue and the white's just not working for me. So let's see the PvP sets. Yeah, this one just looks like a clown. This one actually, the color scheme is pretty good, but again, I don't know, it just looks weird. I'm just not about it. So let's just move on. Up next, we have the Paladin sets. So let's take a look at these ones. Don't really know what to think of it. I do like the shoulders. The lion shoulders are pretty cool. The back piece is really nice. I also like the little detail at the bottom of the cape here where it's kind of just etching into it. Kind of feels like it's battle worn, so that's kind of cool, or at least starting to deteriorate, which is kind of nice. The overall color scheme, not really a big fan of it. This one is a little bit better. I like the white more than I did the all-in gold. Okay, so next color is this white and gray themed one, and holy shit, this looks insanely fucking cool. Immediately what's caught my eye the most are these shoulders with a really nice smoky detail coming out of them. That it just looks, oh my god, it looks so good. Without seeing the last color variation, I can confidently say that this is a certified banger, boys. Lastly, we have this gray and blue palette, and honestly, it kind of reminds me of the Kyrian armor style from Shadowlands, so I don't know, you decide if that's good or bad. For PvP, we have a neutral earth tone kind of color scheme with some greens, and then the second one is just a silver and purple combo, which isn't really that bad. So Priest has an interesting kind of setup going on here. Just on first glance, it looks a little bulky, a little too much, a little clunky. I think the back piece looks kind of cool. I like the embellishments that are on the back here, and I love these little runes that are kind of going down the side, which are really, really nice. We have your more traditional red one, then there's your gold and black. This one I would say is more in line with the Priest as far as the color scheme goes. And then lastly, okay, now this one, okay, I think the theme here is that I just like the gray and white combination of colors, because this one I like. As for the PvP ones, you have your all in purple, and then your more holy one with white and green. Next up we have Rogue, and Rogue is really playing into the whole pirate theme here, it seems. Not a huge fan of the pirate transmogs all that much. I will say the headpiece does look pretty cool though. I do like the skull. The belt is really, really nice, and I like how one color fades into the other. That I really like. It's a nice little detail, kind of like a worn look. Same thing with the hat here. You can see it's kind of like really worn and dated, so that's pretty cool. The next color we have is a silver and brown combo, and I gotta say that I'm already hating the scarf. This is a definite no for me. Then we have this gold, black, and red theme, which looks decent enough. And finally, we have a black and blue combo with some gold highlights, and I gotta say that for me, this just isn't it. For PvP, you have a black and gold combo with green accents, and then a gray, green, and purple version of the set. So now we have Shaman, and let's see what this has in store for us. So you have a blue turquoise kind of thing going on. This one, I don't know, not really doing it for me. The red one, This one, I like the color scheme a little bit more. This one looks kind of cool. But again, I don't know. It just, I guess for me, it just doesn't really scream Shaman, but maybe I'm just not seeing something that you guys do. And then you have your PvP ones. Purple one looks pretty cool. I like the lightning on the shoulders and everything. Okay, so let's move on to Warlock and let's see what this has. I don't like this color combination. It feels really, really busy. I like the shoulders. I feel like in a different color, this might actually pop and look really, really cool. The horns are really nice. The cape is, I don't know, maybe in a different color will look pretty cool. But as it stands, I think it's just this color scheme that's bothering me. Yeah, so this one looks way better. You can see the shoulder detail a little bit more. Love the dark and the pink reddish tone going on. This one looks really, really cool. This one again is just way too busy for me personally. And the last one, the green one is okay, but I don't know. This kind of reminds me of like a terrible neon sign. And then for PvP, you have the purple and dark. This one actually looks really cool. I do like this a lot. And then you have, again, a different style of green. And again, just kind of feels way too busy. Lastly, we have the Warrior. Now, this is one that I was looking forward to because lately I've been kind of on a tank kick. And I feel like this kind of just reinforces that whole, I'm going to bash your head in with my shield kind of vibe. I really like the shoulder piece. I like the particle effects. I kind of want to see what the other colors look like. This one is it's not that great for me personally. I was just looking at the back of this right now on this section here, and it kind of just reminded me of Monster Energy. Maybe this Warrior is sponsored by Monster. Next, we have this dark gray and red one, which is pretty cool. And lastly, we have this gold and silver combo, and I think this one I like the most of the four. For PvP, we have this bronzish green set, which looks fantastic. And last, oh wow, we have a dark grayish purple combo, and this one actually, okay, this one goes really fucking hard. Like, damn, I might actually have to start playing PvP now just to get this one. It's that good. So I think that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to in terms of these tier sets. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Is there one that you really, really want? Is there one that you think is just an absolute joke? Monk. And yeah, let's have a discussion. If you want to see more World of Warcraft content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time.